So this should be a lot of fun. One fight night 37. We had Kryklia versus Agdeve, I believe is how they kept on
Dude.
pronouncing it. No,
Yeah, Agdeve.
Agdeve.
Holy shit, dude. Like this, such a huge upset. Kryklia coming into this heavyweight monster. Monster. You know, we just watched him fight Lyndon Knowles in Muay Thai, and he
Wait. Before we
fucking
go into this, you were saying that just like in all the chats and discords that you're in for one, everybody was like Kryklia by murder, right?
basically they're like, this is kind of a foregone conclusion type fight. And you're like, okay, well, shit. I feel bad for this guy, right? At this point. He's coming off the Senshi kickboxing Grand Prix where he got 2 knockouts and then a decision win to win the belt all in the same night. Fucking crazy. And then, so they signed him and we're like, all right, cool, new blood for Kryklia because it's always tough finding him people to fight because he's a fucking monster.
Yep.
And so he steps in and everyone's like, yeah, this is probably another. I mean, most people just aren't familiar with Agdeve. And a couple of people asked me, and I was like, dude, I'll be honest, I can't. I really don't have much to say for him. I don't know. I don't know much about him. Genevieve says upset of the fucking year, dude. He just comes forward and forward and forward and forward, and is just lighting up Kryklia's shins, dude. He's just calf kicking the shit out of him. And he'd throw like a punching combination and then finish it with a leg kick. And you're like, hell yeah, that's the right thing to do. Just be in his face. And dude, halfway through that first round, you're like, oh, Kryklia's leg's kind of fucked. This is early. You know, this is
Yeah.
going to be a long night, dude.
Had that giant bump right there, right on the left side of his shin. Austin
Yeah.
saying, bro, and here I thought they just needed another can to feed Kryklia.
To keep
And
him around.
yeah, to keep him around. And then this 21-year-old dude pitches a masterclass and dedicates a speech to his mom with cancer. What a legend, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Anonymous says, I think Roman got rusty with the easy Muay Thai fights. Maybe he also
Ooh.
just underestimated Agdeve and didn't know much about him. And maybe, but at the same time, like, he didn't fight a bad fight. I don't think Roman, there was a couple times where
Yeah.
he would tee off on Agdeve and he would literally just go shake his head. And you're like, who is this guy? Fucking Mark Hunt, dude? What the hell's going
Yeah.
on here?
Granite chin, dude. Blunderbub
Yeah.
says, I was worried. I'm laughing because I thought the same thing. There's a couple times where he says, I was worried about Davis shredding his groin region with those spinning back kicks. Dude, there's one where he does that spinning back kick and he's stays down on all fours because he slips or falls
He
after
slips,
he throws
yeah.
it. It's so high for him to actually hit Kryklia. And he's
Yeah.
he stays down on all fours for a minute and caught, was it Cost? I believe it was Olivia Cost.
Yeah.
Come on, get up.
Yeah.
And he's like, ugh, old man, get up, And I was like, oh, dude, I think he just pulled something for sure.
Dude, but then towards the end of the fight, he's landing flying knees, jumping knees. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? I mean, dude, the whole time, yeah, he also dodged a lot of shots. Got great head movement. Yeah, I think there's some things mechanically that are like the fluidity can be improved. But then you remember he's fucking 21 years old. And you're like, well, he's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
improve.
insane.
He's gonna
That's
improve.
insane.
Going into the 5th round, it was like I wasn't really scoring it, but I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure Quickly needs a finish. And I don't know if he can really because his legs fucked. He was still throwing heat. He was still throwing heat. But man,
Yeah, but definitely didn't have as much behind him in that round as in the
yes.
first, just due to his legs, right?
Yeah, and we talked about very similar. We talked about Bonfim versus Randy Brown chopping that lead leg, and it's not always about coming up with a game plan that's going to beat somebody. Sometimes it's about we just talked about it. But if anybody just jumped into to listen to one, if you can prevent someone from fighting their A game, that's massive. If you force someone to fight their B game, that could be tremendous. That's all you need to do. And with those leg kicks in the first round, Kryklia had to fight southpaw for the rest of the fight, and it's different. If he had his choice, he'd be fighting.
He didn't seem
orthodox.
comfortable at all once he switched. And I want to say it was
No.
the 3rd round probably when he switched, and he was pretty much in that southpaw stance
Yes.
the rest of the way.
Yes.
Evie also saying also a heavyweight who looked fresh after 5 rounds. And look, Rich,
Dude.
if you take Rich, if
Okay.
he takes, because he asked earlier, right? He's like, is this guy all natty? And we're like, oh, if anybody's all natty, I think
Agdeve's the guy.
he might be. And if you take
Yeah.
a look at a picture of him again, Rich, that's peak male performance right there.
Dude, honestly, at heavyweight,
Why not?
dude. I mean, for his
Worked for
fight
Daniel
style,
Cormier.
Daniel Cormier, yeah, bro beats the heavyweight boogeyman, and I love my mom and my wife. Yeah, dude, it's
Oh,
awesome.
dude,
It was so
so awesome.
wholesome. 21 years old, he takes out Kryklia in a fight where everybody was like, "Oh, Kryklia by murder," and he goes out there and just, and you mentioned Daniel Cormier, but this wasn't an easy fight. We're making it sound like he just kind of pitched a shutout. Kryklia was
No,
tagging
no,
him
no.
a lot. He just ate it, and like Genevieve said, he looked fresh after 5 rounds mostly. He looked tired. They both looked tired, but he kept going, and it reminded me of when Daniel Cormier fought Alexander Gustafsson, and it was a dogfight.
Oh
And
Lord.
Gustafsson dropped him, almost finished him at one point. And DC said that in the post fight, he said he's like, they're like, what were you thinking in that fight? It was crazy. And he's like, in the 5th round, I just kept telling myself, just keep punching, keep walking forward, keep throwing punches. I don't care if they're landing. I don't care what's coming my way. I'm gonna keep punching. And if I keep punching, then then it looks good for the judges. He won't be able. He'll have to be defending. And you're like, sometimes that's all it takes, dude. And if you're tired, you say, fuck that. I'm just gonna keep walking forward, throwing my punches. And that's what Agdeve was doing, dude. You could tell they weren't the freshest punches in the 5th round, but he just kept
He stayed
throwing.
active. He just stayed active, man. Kept on putting
Crazy,
pressure on
man.
the guy that really didn't have a full leg. Let's be real.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Beautiful, beautiful performance. I'm so happy. Less oxygen needed to stay soft.
there you go.
Oh man.
That's what we got
Yeah,
to do.
great fight though. I can't wait to. I hope they can get him something another fight soon. The heavyweight division's not super large in one like the roster, but there's plenty of organizations they can grab people from. So I just want to see him back in there. Super sick.
Yep. Should be good. All right. Want to move on to the co-main event?
What do we have? Oh God. Yeah.
Nico Carrillo versus Luke Lessei.
Let's watch the finish real quick.
Oof.
We have a cage side, ringside, I should say. Shout out to one.
Let's see.
Big
Boom,
right
big
hand.
right. And just starts teeing off. 1 knee, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my God, dude. He switches to the uppercuts, and it's like, all right, dude. God,
Oh man.
Nico Carrillo, man. And we saw in the Nongo fight, talk about chewing up someone's leg. Nongo kicked the shit out of Nico's legs. And I've always thought that's a good game plan because if he's going to walk forward, make it so he can't step, Take away that lead leg. And then same thing here, push kicks or teep kicks are also very good because if you're walking onto those kicks, it does so much more damage. And there was a couple where Luke fucking snapped his whole head back with the front kick to the face, dude. And I was
Yeah,
like,
just
holy
kept them marching
shit.
forward.
Yeah, doesn't care. Literally
No.
doesn't care. But even in this one, you could see his leg was getting tenderized a bit. And I
And
thought
look,
Luke fought
Luke landed some good shots
I thought
throughout
Luke
the
was
entire
winning
fight.
he was winning the first round up until he got dropped, I thought.
Yeah.
But holy
I
shit,
just feel
dude.
like anything that Carrillo landed had the same impact as like 3 of Luke's shots.
Yeah.
Like
Well, dude, it's
he
just
throws so much power into everything.
so much power. And Luke landed a spinning back fist that turned his head like all the way around. I think there's a picture in here, Rich. It might be the next one. I think, yeah. Didn't phase him at all. His head snapped all the way around and then just came back and he was on the warpath still. It's like, what else do you got to hit him with, dude?
Yeah, I don't
Austin,
know.
what is it? Austin said, or Anonymous says, Nico looks mildly inconvenient. Yeah, dude, like, he doesn't care. And Austin says, honestly, it's a good game plan for someone like Haggerty. I definitely see Jonathan taking advantage of his legs being easily compromised to slow him down, then land some bombs with his hands. The problem is, like, it makes sense. Like, it's logical to want to chop the legs of Nico.
Mm.
He's such a forward heavy, pressure heavy fighter. It makes sense. Like, yes, I want to eliminate his lead leg, and I want to teep him to the body so that he walks into those, creates those car crashes, and we sap his gas tank, and then because he already throws hard as hell. So like, how long can he do that if I'm also kicking him in the liver as he's walking into it and chopping up the lead leg so he can't pressure me the way he wants to or cut off the
Yeah.
ring? But it seems like it doesn't matter. We've seen 2 guys do it now.
It's insane.
He just
insane.
walks
Yeah,
through it.
phenomenal performance. I think Nico's ranked 4th, right?
Dude, yeah, and then at this point, at this point, it's like sky's the limit, right? And dude, and then the fucking the post fight interview, dude, speaking Thai, you're like, holy shit, dude.
Dude, it looks like his abs are drawn on.
I mean, dude, his physique is insane, dude. Also, shout out to Dom Lau. He was sick for this event, and you could barely tell. Dude killed it.
Oh, he was sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blunderer says the big problem is when Nico has your timing down enough to catch your kicks. Yes, because then you're fucked. And we talked about it with the Randy Brown fight, where it's like, if someone's just chopping your legs, if you can't get your leg out of the way, and it's low enough, it's a calf kick, so you can't reach down and grab it, just blast them with your rear hand, and that's what he was doing. Catch him on one
Evie said
leg,
throat infection. What?
throat infection. Yeah, and he's out there ring announcing. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, and I was just talking to him, and I was like, dude, hopefully you're good by next weekend. And I have a message from him right now. He's like, 17 fights. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right.
Oh my god.
Ready for the next
shout out to
one?
Nico. Really good fight. Yeah.
We had Black Panther versus Johan Estupinan, man. Look, one of the reasons that I love watching Johan fight, and that he's one of my favorite fighters to watch, and one is just how reckless he is when he comes in. One of the things that frustrates me the most about Johan Estupinan is how reckless he is when he comes in. It's like a man.
Dude, he's all gas, no brakes, pure violence, pure offense.
All the time.
All the time. And look, this was a last minute change, dude. Sua Black, it was supposed to be Sua Black. Much different fight. It's a very different fight. So credit to Estupinan for taking it. And, Black Panther's been out of the game a little bit. So I was like, maybe the ring rust. Look, if there's anybody you should not fight if you have ring rust, it's one of the Estupinans, because he's not going to give you any time to get your bearings, get back into the groove or anything like that. Black Panther was there for it, man. He was there for it, dude. Because Estupinan just throws so much heat on every shot that you have to leave openings if you're doing that. And Black Panther was just so composed to just slip in an elbow like this, and he was just there, dude. He was there for it. We can watch it was pretty fucking brutal by the end of it, dude.
Yeah,
so the first one,
shot,
nice right hand.
Right.
It's a knockdown. And then there's the elbows, double elbow, drops them. And then this is a bad one here. Here it comes.
Leg kick. Boom. Right. Yeah. Man.
And that's 3 in a round. That's it. Fucking brutal, dude. Black Panther looked good, man.
He did.
Really good.
He did. And Johan looked fun. Again, fun to watch.
Yeah.
But, man.
Yeah, and Austin says, bro, what a fight. A perfect example of how the small gloves changed things. This was super competitive and a really close fight until all of a sudden it wasn't anymore. It truly does just take one. Yeah, because once you get hurt, dude, and the thing about it is and you can say this about the Nico fight too, like, some of these guys are straight up finishers, dude. Once there's blood in the water, it's a fucking wrap, dude. It's so crazy. You get that second knockdown, and then you're like, this guy's about to fucking murder me. There's no way, like, there's no, in like MMA and the UFC or something, we talked about it, Christian Leroy Duncan. He still got the finish, but he was composed, he was calm, he measured, all that stuff. You drop a guy two times, it's fucking, it's on, dude. Like, you bring it.
Johan's debut with one was May 2024.
Yes.
This guy has 7 fights with one already.
God.
7 fights. And he was on a roll, man. Like, he lost to Naito. Yes. He lost by decision. So this was the first time that he was finished, right? Mm-hmm. And that Naito fight was exciting because I don't know if you remember, he was starting to make that comeback too after he got dropped. So we'll continue seeing more. He'll probably end up fighting another 3 times by the end of the year.
And dude, losing to Naito, like, that's no slouch, dude. Naito's on a fucking roll right now because he got a knockout as well, right? Who was it against? Necrob, was it? Yeah, Necrob. He knocked him out. That was fucking sick. So, yeah, Austin says, bro, the second knockdown on Johan with the short elbow that busted him open. Yeah, such a nasty shot. I knew it was dope. Yeah, at that point, it's over, dude. At that point, it's over. Sure.
All right. Yeah. And now the last fight we're going to cover, we had Gilbert Nakatani versus Saputra.
Yeah, this was just, it was tough picking which fights to cover in this because Literally the main event was the only decision. You know, it was 7 finishes up until the main event, and then the main event was a fucking awesome fight. So it's like, what do we exclude? We have to for time. So it sucked because there were some really fun fights, cool arm bars. Um, Adi Wong got a sick ass leaping left hook knockout, which was sick. But I picked this one because Nakatani looked fucking flawless, dude. He looked so good. I mean, he
Yes.
literally just he's just all over him, throwing leg kicks, knees, punches, like just a complete masterclass. It was
Perfect
so good.
combination of pressure and power with this guy, right?
Yes, yes,
Gave Saputra zero opportunity
yeah.
uh, to really land anything huge. Look at that big right shot that just
And same thing.
puts Saputra in that turtle position.
Yeah, and same thing. It's like once you have somebody hurt, just staying on them, dude. Like this is blood in the water, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Super
but
sick.
it was a good weekend of fights, Will.
It was a really good weekend of fights. It was solid.
Do we have either a
Look at
moment of
these
silence
fucking
or
pictures, dude.
oh yeah, solid. Nobody does like one man.
No, their photography team is. Hey, and shout out Bear for getting me the link for this one. So shout out to Bear.
Oh, shout out Bear.
Anonymouses. Happy Naito got awarded fight of the night. Yeah, the Naito one was sick, dude. Because he also. Do we have? Let's just watch it really quick. We don't have to cover the fight itself, but it was just so cool. Do they have? I don't see it on their Instagram.
No,
What the hell? Oh no, I see it. I
Naito.
see it. Here we go. Right
Oh,
here,
nice
bam!
fight.
Just a
Boom.
short little a boop of a punch, dude. Just straight drops him.
Boop of a punch. Boop.
And a
Look at
nice
that.
long right hand this time, right behind the ear. Ooh.
Look at just.
At that point, he's just done. I don't think he was like
Oh yeah.
unconscious or anything. I think he's just like, "Fuck this, dude," which I do not blame him. Naito was on one, dude.
Those are some of my favorite one fights though, where it's just so chaotic and it's just
Yeah,
back and forth, all like so fast. Love it though. All right.
yeah.
I think that's it though, Will.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Next week we got some shit going down next week, huh?
Another Apex
Uh,
card? No, I'm just kidding.
no, we got a big UFC event. Let's talk about that briefly, and then we can move on to what else we got going on. But yeah, it's 322, UFC 322, Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Fucking
Islam stepping up, right?
incredible, incredible fight. Um, we got Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Wei Li, another champ stepping up to take on the
Yep.
champ.
Yep.
Leon Edwards, former champ, versus Carlos Prates, banger.
Okay. Yeah.
Benil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis, guaranteed finish. There's no
Dude,
way
remember
that
that
goes to
little run
decision.
that Benil Dariush went on?
Big time,
It
big
was
time.
so good.
Yeah, Benoit's fucking dangerous. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales, dude, which is probably a title eliminator fight. Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez.
Okay.
Damn, Angela Hill's still out there. Cal Dawkins versus Mearshart, my boy. Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. It's actually a decent fight. RoboCop versus Kopylov. Fucking take my money, dude. That's a great
Yeah.
fight. Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. Oh my god. Chepe
Chepe
Mariscal.
Mariscal, dude. All
Whoo.
right.
Slavis Claus just got added to it the other day too. Yeah,
This entire card's actually pretty darn good.
it's very good. Very good.
It's nice, right? Like coming and seeing a card like
Effort.
this, and yeah, yeah. I was trying to
Effort.
figure out another way to say it than just when they put effort into it. But yeah,
Yes.
it was. I like it. All right. Well, hey.
But then the other thing we have, which is even bigger, Genevieve. She's asking watch party for Tokyo.
Bum bum
Yes.
bum.
Yes, we will do. We will be doing a watch party for Tokyo. Like Dom said, I believe it is 17 fights. It does start at 8 p.m. my time. So the UFC will still be going on, but whatever. Austin says, great stream, guys. Looking forward to the Tokyo card so much. Christian Lee's return going to be hype. Yes, Austin, make sure you're watching it with us. We'll be watching it. We're starting the night with Wei Rui versus Akimoto, which is like a championship level fight. Both those guys are like championship caliber. Itsuki Hirata versus Chihiro Sawada. Sick. Shinya Aoki is back against Tetsuka is crazy. Takeuchi versus Erdogan is a fucking banger. One of those dudes is getting knocked out. Jake Peacock versus Suakim is crazy. Badoni versus Lovato Jr. It's a fun grappling fight. Shozo Izujima versus Tai Rotolo. Come on. Stamp versus
Stamp,
Kana.
Stamp.
Come on, dude. Nabil versus Wajima. Wajima's making his one debut. Super Like versus Yuki Yoza is like a fight of the year content. Like it's so good. Marat Gregorian versus Onpo. Onpo's making his debut. That's crazy. Takeru's back against Dennis Puric. Banger. Christian Lee defending his belt against Razulov. Rodtang versus Nongo for a vacant belt. Nautica for an inter or for a what is it when it's like the first whatever inaugural belt.
Yeah.
New division. Yuya Wakamatsu versus Pashio. Pashio going up in weight. Is he Islam Makhachev? Is he Zhang Weili? And then Superbon versus Noidi. Noidi coming off the knockout of Tawanchai. I mean, come on, dude. Holy shit, dude. What a card.
Talk about stacked, huh?
Stacked.
Entire
Yes, we
weekend's
will.
gonna be crazy.
Yeah, dude. A great UFC event. Card of the year from one. And we are going to be up all night. Genevieve says, if I drink enough coffee to stay awake that late, I'll have a heart attack. I'm not going to make it through 17 fights. But the last time we did this, I watched Noidi knock out Tawanchai. Or no, it was the main event was Rodtang versus Takeru, right? And he knocked him out. I watched that with one eye open because I was shutting down. So we'll see
Yeah, your
how it
body's
goes.
like, all right, dude, you can only do
Yeah.
so much. Come on.
Yeah. Damn.
No, but hey, a lot of fun. We made some lemonade today. You know,
Yeah, dude.
out of what we had. I mean, one was a lot of fun, and look, the
Yes.
fights were pretty fun too, right? But I'm just saying, another Apex event has come and
Yeah,
gone,
UFC just-
and here we are again. But shout out to everybody that joined us. You made it a lot of fun. Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday, right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.